Stay in the course on the program, Chetam and Nwala, lawyer and Pan-Africanist, who joins us live from our Abuja studio. We'll also have Dr. Roland Otaru, who's Senior Advocate of Nigeria, joining us via Zoom. Dr. Otaru, what do you consider the biggest challenges ahead the new Chief Justice of Nigeria, vis-a-vis what transpired today at the Supreme Court?
Thank you. First and foremost, may I use this opportunity to thank the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, for cutting short his visit to France or to Paris to swear in the new Chief Justice of Nigeria, my Lord Honorable Justice Kudirat Kekereekun, JSC, CJN, CFR. And again, I want to say without any equivocation that my Lord Honorable Justice Kekereekun is very cerebral. She has what it takes to be the CJN of this country. She started from the magistracy up to the apex court. As regards what has happened today, I think I know that she's going to address some of these challenges facing the judiciary. There is no doubt about that, because she had garnered experience over time. And looking at her judicial trajectory, you will agree with me that she's indeed a round peg in a round hole.
We're counting on that.
I have no doubt about that.
Absolutely. We're counting on that as well, and we're looking at how it will impact on some of the challenges we've raised earlier. There's the issue of conflicting court orders from courts of coordinate jurisdiction. Is that something you think the office of the CJN can fix within a limited time?
Recently, there was a seminar, in fact, by the Nigeria Bar Association. And indeed, even the body of benchers that I'm a member set up a committee headed by the former Chief Justice of Nigeria, my Lord Honorable Justice Walter Onoge, to look at these issues of conflicting judgments of the Superior Courts of Record. And I know that we are going to get a very robust report. We are going to get a very robust pathway in which to curb these conflicting judgments of these courts. Well, I know that the incoming CJN is going to do something about that too. I have no doubt about that. And if you look at her character is unimpeachable. She has always been there. Anytime she presides in any matter, you know that, yes, this is a judex that knows what he is doing. I use the word he because in law, there's nothing like a she there. We are all men.
Interested.
Women is scared. So that's why I use that word, that anytime she presides in any court section, she's always on top of her game.
Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Dr. Roland Otaru, thank you for joining us on the program. We are hoping to host you in the studio when you return from your trip.
And we do that.
Thank you so much for your contribution. Mr. Nwala, let's get back to our conversation on what has happened in the past 2 years. We have just about 5 more minutes on the show. The federal government has now inaugurated a 10-member committee led by the SGF to enforce local government autonomy. Do you anticipate any resistance from state governors?
First of all, let me start by saying that it is really commendable on the part of the President and the AGF for instituting the action with respect to the local government autonomy, because this has been the outcry of Nigerians over the years. And successive administrations who have always made this demand for local government autonomy. And for us to achieve a true democracy, we must have local government autonomy. And we've also seen in the past how governors have shut it down, made sure that it does not fly through the National Assembly. But one way or the other, the Supreme Court, in its wisdom, decided on a very cerebral matter, which has given local government a clear-cut autonomy and which is something when the judgment came up, we were happy about. And we said it's a landmark achievement of the Tinubu's administration, because there are a lot of things the local government autonomy was meant to solve in the country. But what became a pain to some of us and became challenging to us is saying that the presidency is now deciding to meet with governor to suspend the implementation of a Supreme Court judgment. We must say clearly that Supreme Court judgments are not suggestions. Supreme Court judgments are orders of court, and those orders must be obeyed immediately. You cannot, when the Supreme Court says with immediate effect, we cannot give time frame for the implementation of the judgment. The judgment is that stop sending these monies to the state governors. You pay directly to the local government to give that financial autonomy to the local government. But this continuous setting up of committee to review Supreme Court judgment, the question I keep asking is the executive, is the presidency now staying the judgment of the Supreme Court? It is quite unfortunate that we are seeing this happen. And I want to call on the president, because we have known him to be a Democrat, and we are happy with the move he has made. That most of the issues that we saw in recent times would have been avoided if we have a local government autonomy. Because you know, the subsidy that was removed, monies are being paid to the governors, but when the protest held in this state, a lot of us focused on the presidency, because the monies, we believe, is not trickling down to the local government. If there's a clear-cut local government autonomy at the local government level, believe you me, a lot of persons would not, because from the local government, you see that works will start happening. And not this jamboree we see politicians do, appoint their friends, appoint their cronies as caretaker committee members. The Supreme Court has given a judgment, and we know the president is a Democrat. The president, as a Democrat, should as well obey the judgment of the Supreme Court. So, because tomorrow, we would have a repetition of a situation where people would start accusing the president to say the president does not obey court orders.
It sounds like you're saying there is no need for this 13-man committee that has been instituted.
Absolutely.
Are you saying it is as simple as paying